In a 2022 NBA draft class which doesn't have a consensus top prospect, it's understandable why going for a 7-footer with great defensive abilities and guard skills like Chet Holgren first overall makes a lot of sense. On the other hand, the fascinating potential of Jabari Smith Jr. to become the NBA's next superstar forward might seem too good to pass on as well. For sure, both Holmgren and Smith still belong in the conversation for the number 1 overall pick, but because of a solid performance in the NCAA tournament, it's the draft stock of 6'10" Duke big man Paolo Banchero that has definitely skyrocketed as of late. During Duke's 5-game run in the NCAA tournament, Banchero has put up averages of 18.8 points, 7.6 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 1.2 blocks, and 1 steal per game while shooting 50% from the field, which stats look quite similar to his full college season numbers of 17.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 1.1 steals, and 0.8 blocks on 47.8 field goal shooting. While it's quite easy to understand why Banchero has been so productive on the court, at 6'10" and 250 pounds, he has a unique combination of agility, strength, and skill. He can manufacture pull-up jumpers, he can bully guys in the post, and he can also break defenders down off the dribble. He just really looks like a special player for his size and position. Well, even though most draft analysts have cooled down on him a bit due to some shooting concerns, defensive issues, and questionable decision-making early in the season, as Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski put the ball in his hands a bit more during the team's Final Four run, Banchero was able to show that he has something which neither Chet Holgren nor Jabari Smith currently have, and that is his elite ability to create his own shot while also using that same shot-making talent to create for his teammates as well. So what's good guys, it's Real Balls here again, and in this first episode of our 2022 NBA Draft Series, we'll dive deeper into the elite on-ball creation of Paolo Banchero and why he just might be the most NBA-ready prospect available up top this year's draft. But before we move on, if you guys happen to enjoy this video, please make sure to hit that like button or click that subscribe button. It only takes a second of your time, but it will be much appreciated. So let's get to it. Again, if you're someone who favors Paolo Banchero to be selected at the top of the 2022 NBA Draft, the one thing that you could cite as his differentiating factor from other top prospects is his shot-making ability. Guys like Chet Holgren and Jabari Smith are versatile players, but I think one reason both guys were unable to really dominate college basketball is their inability to consistently attack the basket. Whereas, Paolo Banchero is a very physical rim attacker who knows exactly how big and strong he is. Coming from the top of the key or the mid-post, he can plow right through his man using his 250-pound frame. But make no mistake, Banchero isn't just a Zion Williamson type of wrecking ball, as when he's attacking the rim, he complements his physicality by breaking down his defenders with a combination of hard dribbles, intricate spin moves, and pivots to create a shot opening for himself. Overall, when you watch him attack off the dribble, Banchero just looks like a highly skilled 6'10" guy who's too quick for bigs but who's too strong for guards and wings at the same time. I think this makes him a nearly impossible defensive assignment to contain on a consistent basis. The numbers also back up his rim attacking proficiency, as Banchero has produced 1.23 points per possession on non-post-up drives to the rim, which ranks in the 74th percentile of college basketball. Just like here, you can see Banchero attacking the lane as he simulates a post-up move against his defender. The defender leans on him to absorb the contact, but instead of overpowering the guy with force, Banchero spins for an easy layup instead. Then here, coming from the top of the key, you can see Banchero put up a series of crossovers to get his man moving from side to side. Then once the guy flips his stance, it's when Banchero spins against the guy's momentum in order to score the easy layup. Well, for sure, these may simply appear as a big and physical forward who's taken advantage of slow defenders, which in part could be true, but still, it's hard to deny that Banchero is breaking down defenders in real time, and I think this level of processing speed he's displaying for a 19-year-old is quite impressive. Cause as it appears, Banchero's ability to manipulate his defender's momentum is really unique for a player his size. Well, again, we mostly see it on drives, but what's even more impressive I think is that his ability to break his man down is also evident when he creates from the post, wherein Banchero sets up his attack in a more methodical way. Despite not having the most explosive vertical ability, Banchero is able to score in the low block with ease, and that's because he doesn't only rely on pure force to finish against contact, but he also combines his physicality with exquisite footwork and and agility in order to create as many easy looks as he can. Overall, Banchero has shot an excellent 67.6% at the rim for the entire college season, and the .92 points per possession which he has produced on post-ups actually ranks in the 69th percentile of college basketball as well, both of which are quite impressive numbers for a not-so-explosive big man. Here, you can see Banchero getting the ball at the mid-post. He first uses a couple of jab steps, then from here, he attacks his defender's high foot. The guy cuts him off quite well, but Banchero counters with a perfect spin as he makes the tough finish against the help defender. Here, coming from the handoff, you see Banchero attacking the lane before he initiates a semi-post-up against his man. Once he gets to his spot, he uses a shot fake, which again gets him an easy look right at the rim. Again, what we're witnessing from Banchero isn't just pure bully ball. This is a guy who's combining size and skill, who understands when to use his trademark spin moves and how to find the best angles to deploy them. However, sooner or later, at the NBA level, I think we can expect opponents to be more prepared for Banchero's attack because of the regularity of his spin actions. But so far, the good thing is, Banchero's on-ball creation doesn't only end up with shots at the rim. The guy has already developed a mid-range repertoire which he can use to counter tough interior defenses. For the entire college season, Banchero has produced .88 points per possession on all jumpers within 17 feet of the basket, which ranks in the 70th percentile of college basketball. Well, that's already impressive for a big man, but the deeper his mid-range jumper goes, the more efficient he becomes. As on jump shots beyond 17 feet and right before the three-point line, Banchero has produced an even better 1.03 points per possession, which ranks in the 93rd percentile of college basketball. At the very least, Banchero is already one of the best mid-range shot makers to enter the NBA this year. Well, mid-range jumpers have had a bad reputation as of late, but it's easy to see why Banchero goes for these kinds of shots and why he's comfortable getting into his mid-range pull-up, as both his size and the threat of his driving attack gives him a significant advantage in terms of creating space in the perimeter against his defenders. Just like here, you see Banchero bringing the ball down court all by himself, and right off the bat, he isolates, he drives, but when his man cuts him off, watch how he spins for the nice 12-foot turnaround jumper. Here, Banchero starts by using a series of jab steps to throw his defender off before attacking with a quick dribble stutter step. Then once his man is off-balanced, he just goes for the nice and easy 18-foot pull-up shot. Well, there are a lot of elements that go into on-ball creation, scoring being the most prominent one. And while Banchero's scoring should translate at the NBA level, another good thing about him is that he also knows how to use his shot-making gravity to create for others. Well, by no means is Banchero a LeBron James type of big savvy forward playmaker, but at this point, I think he already understands how to probe defenses to find teammates much better than both Jabari Smith or Chet Holmgren. Just like here, you see Banchero attacking the low block with a hard dribble. He spins against his defender, but once the help comes, he uses a shot fake before dishing out the nice scoop pass to his open teammate for the easy finish. Again here, watch Banchero attack from the top of the key. He uses his speed to attack the lane, and before he even gets doubled in the paint, he throws the nice one-handed dime to Mark Williams, who hammers down the dunk. Overall, Banchero looks like he already has the skills to thrive in a variety of roles at the NBA level because of his offensive versatility. With his ability to manufacture great looks from the post, he can easily develop into a short roll passer and scorer out of pick and rolls. But more than that, because Banchero is also a big guy with three-point shooting capabilities, especially coming off the catch, I think he can also thrive as a screener for shot-making guards like Cade Cunningham or Tyrese Halliburton in pick-and-pop situations. Well, Banchero is mostly known for his efficient mid-range game, but has also got a nice and consistent release from long range, as he shot 33.8% from deep on 3.3 attempts per game for the college season. But more importantly, during his last 5 college games wherein the competition got even tighter, Banchero made 10 of his 19 attempts from deep, giving him a highly efficient 52.6 outside shooting clip in the NCAA tournament. Well, right now though, defense is probably where Banchero shows less of an upside compared to other top prospects like Holmgren or Jabari Smith. Banchero hasn't displayed the shot blocking regularity and lateral movement of Jabari Smith, nor has he shown the kind of rim protection that Chet Holgren has been known for. But at 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan, Banchero still has displayed flashes of good help side instincts on the defensive end, especially on the paint, which has resulted in his .9 blocks per game average. Still, as is usually the case with young players, environment, roster fit, and team culture will be critical in developing Banchero's defensive ability. In that case, I think teams like Detroit or Indiana would be ideal landing spots for him, as pairing Banchero with other big men such as Isaiah Stewart or Miles Turner who can clean up potential defensive miscues early on should definitely make his defensive adjustment at the NBA level much less worrisome. But again, the selling point for Paolo Banchero is his shot-making ability and the unique blend of skill, strength, and speed which players his size and position could only dream to have. His foundations coming into the NBA are just really too strong, which is why teams up top the draft will find it hard to pass up on him. So, would you select Paolo Banchero if you had the number 1 overall pick in the 2022 NBA Draft? Feel free to drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and again, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing as well. Again, this is Real Balls, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.